Hi guys, this is gonna be so awkward to film because I haven't filmed a YouTube video in over a month, so maybe I'm feeling a bit strange. Like, this is so unnatural. It's so easy how you do something for such a long time and then when you stop doing it for a short time, it just becomes so foreign. So I hope you guys have missed me, because I've missed you guys so much. It's been like a month since my last upload, and I'm just gonna catch you guys up on what's been going on with me, where I've been, where I haven't posted. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this, let's call it life update video. So first of all, the reason why I haven't posted on YouTube for such a long time is because I've just been feeling such a disconnection from content creation. It's been going on for some time, maybe like a few months, honestly. Just this disconnection. Like, guys, it's like I've fallen out of love with the things I love so much, you know what I mean? So things like creating content, even wearing makeup, I'm just nowadays, okay, although now I feel like I'm starting to feel like I'm coming back to it, to feel like myself again, but I've just been feeling this total disconnection from the things that I used to love. The main one actually just being content creation. And when I first started feeling this disconnection, I just, guys, it's not even that I just didn't feel like filming, because there's so many times in the past that I've woken up and I haven't felt like filming, but I've just gone ahead to film, and like during filming, like, you know, I get into it. But this was different. Like, it's like I just couldn't, it's not that I just didn't feel like creating content. I didn't want to, I don't even know how to explain this to you guys. But for some time there, I kept telling myself I was engaging in a lot of negative self-talk, because I kept telling myself, Joanna, you're just being lazy. You have to be consistent. You have to get up and film even if you don't feel like filming. Like, just stop being lazy, be disciplined, you know, get some discipline in your life. So that's what I would tell myself. And I feel like even me moving out of home was subconsciously me trying to push myself to keep creating content, or to keep working, because my work is creating content. So I think I told myself, you're being really lazy, and I think you living in your parents' house is making the situation worse, because even if you don't get up and work, you're still gonna eat. So if you move out of home, then you have no choice but not to be lazy. Yeah, you have no choice but to get up and work, even if you're in this funk. I hadn't done like enough thought work. Like, I hadn't sat down and actually thought about, you know, what this is that I was feeling. But now that I look back, and now that I'm coming out of it, I think it was burnout. I actually think it was burnout. And one of the reasons that it was burnout, guys, and I've thought about this so much, for a really long time I haven't considered what I do as work. And I think it's because I let how everyone else talks about YouTubers, and to some extent even it's just my own me thinking people think that YouTube isn't work. I've let it get to me, you know what I mean? So you know how people say, you know, if things don't work out, all you need to do is pick up a camera and say, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Or like, you know, like, YouTube is not work. And I've actually gotten quite a number of people, even people close to me, telling me, you know, all you do, you just get up, film a video, and boom, you have 50k in your account. And I think I let that get to me. So all the work I would put into my channel, into my Instagram, into creating content, into vlogging, I wasn't considering it as work. So I felt like I think also because I love it, so I never ever considered it as work. So I don't know, I think I got burnt out from working without even considering it as work. I don't even know if this video is gonna make sense, you guys, but you know what? I'm just gonna get my thoughts out there. So yeah, but now I'm slowly feeling like myself again. I also want to reinvent my content a little bit more. Some of the things that I loved filming, I'm not necessarily as interested in them anymore. So like what, like wigs, I'm not interested in wigs anymore. Like I've been braiding my hair non-stop. So you know, even things like makeup content, maybe I'll get back to a place where I enjoy filming those things, but for now I'm just over it. I don't want to film makeup tutorials. Like I want to reinvent my content, I just don't know to what. So I've just said, instead of like staying off YouTube and waiting for this revelation as to what direction my content should go in, I'm gonna actually start filming. Because you know, like if you're just sitting and not making an effort to explore different types of content, then you won't, there's no way I'm gonna find what I actually enjoy at the moment. So I'm just gonna start slowly. I'm gonna be putting out one video every single week. I haven't decided on the exact day, but just one video per week, and I'm gonna experiment with different content. The one piece of content I know I love to film is vlogs, so that I'll keep doing vlogs, and you know, I'll just do content that speaks to me at that time, and not content that I feel will get more views, or I feel people will, you know, just content that speaks to me as well. So yeah, that's where I've been. Total disconnection from my channel and from my content, but now I'm starting to feel like myself again, and I'm gonna ease back into it. Okay, life update, another life update. Moving back home. I've been back home for over a month now, after leaving home for less than a month. And guys, I can't tell you this enough. It's like moving back home has been one of the best decisions of my 2019, because okay, at first when I moved back, the week after I moved back, I felt some regret, and I started feeling irritated by things that are going on at home, and I'll just be like, ah, this is why I moved out, this is why I moved out. And then like after that, with time, like I just realized it was the best decision I made. I'm actually very happy. I feel so loved, I feel so supported at home, to the point where even with this disconnection and all, I feel, how do I explain it, like I just feel safe and loved and supported, to a point where I feel like now I'm able to do the thought work that I need to do to, you know, start building that connection again. So it's just one of the best decisions I've made this year, hands down. Hands down. Okay, another amazing life update, guys. I went back to the gym again, and I'm actually on my 4th week. I'm on my 4th week in the gym. Clap for me, clap for your girl, guys. Clap for me, because even me, I can't believe I actually can't believe I've been going to the gym for this is now my 4th week. I've gone to the gym for 3 weeks consistently every day except the weekends. I rest on the weekends. So it's been really good. You guys remember last time I had paid for the gym, I had even gotten a trainer. I did like 3 sessions with him. I went to the gym for I think 1.5 weeks, and then I just fell off that wagon. So yeah, I'm really celebrating this milestone. And then from there, things have gone downhill, like for me, eating wise. So fast food was, I didn't eat. Hey, kwanza, when I came to this realization, it shocked me. I hadn't eaten home food, like at home, for like 2 months, guys. 2 months. For 2 months straight, I was eating out. So as you can imagine, even my bank account was suffering. 2 months, you know, KFC, chicken in, pizza in, Java, pancakes, this, that, all of them. I ate all of them. It was not good. It was not good. But now when I started going to the gym again, first of all, I changed gyms. Second of all, I partnered up with my sister, so we go to the gym together. And guys, for me that's been a game changer, as in the way we motivate each other. Like some days she'll wake up and she'll just be like, I don't feel like going, and I'm just there like, you know, it's like somehow on the days she doesn't feel like going, I'm like, let's go, and she does the same for me. And if we're both down, we're still just able to tell each other, imagine, let's just go, like, you know, after we go to the gym how good we're gonna feel. So that's what we've been doing. I think what's really different this time around for me going to the gym is that I've completely detached from the results. I'm not obsessing about the kind of body I want. Like, body goals is not a thing for me this time. I'm just working on being consistent. Being consistent, being disciplined, and just basically I'm working on showing up, getting up and showing up. Of course the results will come. And there's a podcast I've been listening to that is so good, and I'm gonna link it for you guys down below. It's called Unfuck Your Brain. Literally one of the best podcasts I've listened to. So in this one podcast I listened to, she talks about, and I've shared this on Instagram, she talks about how we make all these plans to do things, and in the back of our mind we kind of know that we're never gonna do them, but we make these plans anyway, and then we never stick to them, or we never even start, and that makes you lose integrity with yourself. You know, like, you lose trust in yourself, which is really sad, because, as in, come on guys, losing trust with yourself it's sad, because you know, you keep making all these plans, then maybe you start and then you stop, or you make these plans and wow I'm gonna do it, and then you don't even start. So one of the things she recommends in the podcast for you to do to regain that trust with yourself, sorry, the exposure is a lot. There we go. I think that's a bit better. So one of the things she recommends is that you start small, and your brain at first will tell you you're doing too little. Like for me now, going to the gym, of course at first now what I wanted to do is like go hard, you know, 7 days a week, and I'm training for like 2 hours in the gym, like go hard. And of course if I had started off that way, I would have done that maybe for 1 week maximum, and then I fall off, you know, and then I would have lost even more trust with myself, and then I would have talked so negatively to myself, and it's just not a good cycle to be in. So what she recommends is whatever it is you're working on, just build up to it. You don't need to do the most. So for me, like when it comes to eating healthy, I told myself, instead of cutting out everything, I just say no sugar, no carbs, no this. Like I'm doing keto, and I'm doing keto full on. You know, before, that's what I would have done. I would have just cut out everything, and I've done that so many times before, and what ends up happening is that of course I end up binging, and I slowly just I go off track. So what I decided is, yes, I want to eventually cut out these things, but I'm gonna start slowly. You know, I'm gonna tell myself this week, or for these next 2 weeks, I'm gonna just work on eating food at home. You know, just that, eating food at home. If we're eating chips at home, I will eat those chips. If we're eating something, cake, if there's cake at home, I'll eat that. But eating at home, then, you know, like you get used to that, and at first when you start, your brain will tell you you're doing too little, sis. It's all or nothing. So it takes a lot of work. I'm really gonna I have to link this podcast, guys, because it's gold. So I think that's what has changed for me this time in the gym and with my healthy eating. I want to create a lifestyle, so I've completely detached from the results. I'm not going to the gym to get a flat stomach and abs. I'm just basically working on showing up. And guys, believe it or not, I am loving the gym. I never thought I would say that, because the last time I was going to the gym, I hated it so much, but now I love it, and I actually look forward to waking up in the morning, wearing my cute gym clothes, going to the gym to have a good time. I'm saying that, going to the gym to have a good time. So it's more or less the same with eating healthy. I'm trying to create a lifestyle. I'm not trying to diet. I'm not trying to diet and then lose weight, and then, you know, that's totally detached from the goal, and it's working for me. Totally detached from the result, and it's really working for me. So if I go out somewhere and there are drinks, I'll have drinks. If I go to a birthday party and there's cake, I'll have cake. If I actually just feel like walking myself to Java or to Art Cafe and buying myself a slice of cake, I will do it. And guys, it's been working out, because you don't always do, it's not like I'm going to eat a cake every single day. So it's been amazing. I feel good, I feel healthy, I feel I just feel amazing. And not to mention that the gym really works wonders for your mental health. It really does. I can attest to that. Okay, another update. Let me give you guys an update on Johanna Kay Cosmetics. I don't even know where I left you guys off, because I think I launched the lashes. Yes, I think you guys know about that. And then I launched lipsticks. So we have 5 new lipstick shades now. But the most major update is, I think you guys, I don't know if you remember, there's a time I had told you guys that because of I was trying to make money and reinvest back into the business, so I didn't have anyone on my team. So it was me who was doing everything. I was doing the sales, the marketing, I was responding to the DMs. I was like, it was me through and through, logistics, handling the delivery. So now the business has grown a little bit, enough for me to be able to bring on someone. So it's not just me in the team anymore. I have someone who I'm working with, and she's awesome. As in, the way that she came into my business is just so wow. Like, I was just like, God, I see you, I see what you're doing for your daughter. So yeah, now I'm no longer the one doing everything, and it's been really amazing, because at some point I realized that me doing the some work in Johanna Kay Cosmetics was kind of keeping me from executing the overall vision, the bigger vision for the business. Yeah, so like sitting down to respond to inquiries and DMs every single day, first of all, it can get you down. Like, you can feel like you're not satisfying everyone the way you want to, even if you might actually be, or one customer saying something bad about your product or about your service would really get me down, because I'm so close to the business, you know. So if someone comes and tells me something about my product, gosh, it would take me such a minute for me to recover. I'm just like, I've put my sweat, blood and tears into this product, and then you're coming and telling me this? Why would you do this? You know. So finding someone to actually now deal with the customer, while I'm able to now come up and look at the business and say, okay, this was my overall vision for Johanna Kay Cosmetics, and you know, push that agenda, then it's actually been a lot better. And also I'm able to take breaks, because before I couldn't take breaks. Like, if I wake up and I need a minute, I don't want to go in and interact with customers, I couldn't do that before. But now I have that luxury, because I have someone who is helping me even on those days when I can't. You can't even pay me to come. Yeah, so things with the business have actually been going really well. I'm about to turn a year old. My baby is almost 1 year old, and I'm so grateful for where I've gotten through my hard work, through my consistency, and of course through you guys supporting me. So man, let me tell you, before I started this business, there's this statistic that says most businesses fail in their first year. That thing, it used to shake me, guys. It was shaking me. So the fact that I'm about to celebrate a year of being in business is huge for me, and it's just very humbling and very amazing. I'm so grateful for how the business has performed in this 1 year. I'm extremely grateful. But let me also say something. I think my business technically isn't a year old. I think Johanna Kay Cosmetics was born the minute this channel was born. You know what I mean? Because if I didn't have a channel, I wasn't a creator, I wasn't an influencer, and I just started a brand, I don't think I would have seen the success and the growth that I've seen in this 1 year. So that's what I like to say, that my business is not 1 year old, but it was started in 2017 when I started my channel, because my followers, the people I influence, you guys are the ones who've become my customers. So yeah, I'm really trying not to lose that momentum, guys, because sometimes I feel like I'm going a bit like I'm not doing the things that I used to do in the beginning for the business, and I want to keep doing them because I know they're the ones that push sales and, you know, grow the business. So I'm really trying my best to just keeping on. All right, another big life update is that there was a ceremony by Google where they were giving out the silver play button. The silver play button is what you get when you hit 100k, and I'm sure you guys saw other amazing YouTubers who got it. It was such a beautiful event. I was so emotional, guys. I was so emotional that day. Like, I'm actually even getting emotional now. Ah, man. I think I usually get emotional because I can't believe the kind of turn my life took because of starting a YouTube channel. And I think that you guys also are not able to understand that by watching my content, by subscribing, by listening to me when I recommend something, by engaging with me, you don't actually realize that that small action to you has completely changed the trajectory of my life. Completely, like completely, guys. Without my channel, there's so many opportunities I would never have gotten. Johanna Kay Cosmetics would not even be a reality. It would not have been something I ever thought of. So I know I've said it before, but I feel like I can't say it enough, that like, that comment, you subscribing, you engaging with me, that actually means so much to me. And for real, yes, I have put in the work and I have been consistent, but I still wouldn't have been here without you guys. So I'm extremely grateful. However, what happened is Google or YouTube Kenya said they lost my plaque, so I didn't actually get the plaque. I just got a box. That's it. So they said they're gonna send it. I don't know when they're gonna send it. I don't know if it's gonna be this year, next year, I don't know, but I like it's coming, but I don't have it with me right now at the moment. And something else that I also want to say, and this is something I usually tell anyone who will listen: consistency is key. It's key, is the key. Consistency is the key. I can tell you guys for a fact that one of the major reasons, or in fact the major reason why I went up on that stage and got that plaque, or that box, because my plaque was missing, is because I've been fiercely consistent. And I don't like that I'm sitting here saying I've been fiercely consistent even if I haven't posted in the last month. But since I started my channel in 2017, I started by posting one video every single week. And especially when you're starting, it can be so demoralizing because no one is watching what you're putting out. You literally feel like no one is watching what you're putting out. So I remained consistent, and then at some point I decided to do 2 videos a week, and I stuck to it, totally stuck to it. In between all that, life was still moving on. I had exams at one point, I didn't stop posting. I had graduation at one point, I didn't stop posting. I got a job and quit that job. So you can imagine, with all that emotional turmoil I was going through, I still didn't stop posting. So guys, like, one thing I'll tell you, when I was walking on that stage to get that plaque, like, it's the consistency that got me there. It's the consistency. You never know what piece of content is gonna go viral. You know, you never know what piece of content is gonna put you on the map. You never know, like, you just never know. So you have to keep going. And I keep telling myself that when it comes to Johanna Kay Cosmetics, because I feel like I'm not as consistent with my business as I've been in the past with my channel. And I keep telling myself, Joanna, consistency is what is going to make this business blow up. So whatever it is you're doing, just, even if you feel like no one is watching, no one is buying, keep going. Consistency will beat out talent any day, any day. So just show up and do what you need to do whether or not you feel like doing it, guys. Consistency, that is what I preach. And that's also what I'm trying to get back to at this point in time. Let me tell you, there are people who we started channels with back then. When I started my channel in 2017, there are several people who started channels at the exact same time as me, but they didn't walk on that stage with me to get that plaque. And one of the reasons is because they were not consistent. And by the way, I'm not even judging, because it can be so hard for you to remain consistent, especially in the beginning when you feel like no one is watching, so like what's the point? I post something, I get 5 views in 1 hour, while other people are getting 5,000 views in an hour. So yeah, there are people who we started with who were not as consistent, and they didn't. I think you guys get the point. I think you get the point. But all the YouTubers who got an award that day, because me, I was really thinking about it, are also consistent. Someone like Wabosha, guys, she's consistency goals, as in she will post, she is extremely consistent. Like she will post, even if it's 1 video a week, and she has her exams, she will like, she's so consistent. So that is what was consistent with everyone who got up on that stage to get that plaque that day. Consistency. So I'm just saying, in anything you're doing, whether it's work, 8 to 4, whatever it is, remain consistent. Consistency is the key, major key. All right, another major life update, although this just happened recently, and if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, then you're missing some tea. Okay, there's no tea really, but if you follow me on Instagram, then some of these life updates you're like, girl, bye, we already know like what's new. So the other thing is that I'm rocking some new piercings, like this one. This is an industrial piercing. I re-added that one piercing. I got some new tattoos, so and another one on my leg. So if I have some videos, then I can insert some here. But yeah, and I got everything on the same day, and I prefer all the pain we do it today. So now I'm in that bad stage of aftercare, which is really grueling. I don't like aftercare of piercings, and I'm actually thinking of doing a video on how I take care of my piercings. I don't think that I'm perfect at it. I don't think anyone is. But I know some things. I've had several piercings, and starting with this one, which I've had for quite a long time, and it healed beautifully. So I know a few things, so I'm planning on making a video on that really soon. Maybe that will be next week's video, just to share with you guys how I actually care for my tattoos and my piercings. What's another update? This one is heartbreaking. I lost my passport. I actually lost my passport. I think it happened in between the move back home. I don't know what happened, but I have looked everywhere, guys. My theory is that maybe I left it in one of the boxes and they ended up being burnt, which is so sad. So I have to take myself to Nyayo house and apply for a new passport, and I'm gonna have to remove all these piercings. First of all, this one is fresh, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. And let me tell you what's gonna happen after I get my new passport. That old one is gonna show up. We all know it's gonna show up. So that's what I'm dealing with at the moment. Getting a new passport when you lost your old one is slightly more expensive, although I don't know, because no, I think I'll still, because I think a regular passport is maybe around 6k, 5k, 4k, okay, depending on how many pages you get. This one, to get a new one after yours is lost, is 12k. So that's a lot of money. But because I have the old passport, so I'm wondering if I'm applying for the new passport, do I need the old one, or do I just go apply afresh? Or do you need to like give them the old one? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna figure it out. I will. Whew, this is a long video. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with one of my biggest lessons this year, especially in this last part of the year. There's no one road to success or to happiness. There's just no one road. You guys, you know, at the beginning of the year, I've always been those people who, you study successful people and you do exactly what successful people do, and you are going to be successful. That's always been me, and I've preached that on my channel so many times. But now I'm singing a different tune, because I would read all these books and they say, okay, successful people wake up at 5. So then I wouldn't wake up at 5, and then I feel so bad, like I've woken up at 8. Joanna, you don't want to be successful. You really don't want to be successful. Or successful people do this or they do that, and some of the things I would fall short of, or I'm just not good at, and then I would feel, okay, if I'm not doing these things, then I'm obviously not gonna be successful. But my tune has changed, because I've come to realize towards the end of this year, in this last part of the year, in this last quarter of the year, there's no one road to success. And in fact, there's such a simple explanation to this. All our definitions of success are different. There are as many definitions of success as there are people. Like, what success is to me is so different from what success is to you. So different. For me, success could be, I want to make 10 million every month in my business. I don't care if the business is a global brand. I don't care if I just stay local. I just want to make 10 million per month. And I want to make that 10 million without working 26 out of 24 hours in a day. I want to have time for my hobbies and for my family and for my friends. That could be what success looks like to me. Success to you could be something totally different. Success to you could be, if you're an entrepreneur, building a global brand. As in, it's just, success means so many different things to everyone that you can't say that there's one way to success. You know what I mean? So that's something I've really learned this year. And I think the most important thing is to really be self-aware, to really get to know yourself, to get to know what is this definition of success or happiness, or what does that mean to you, what does that look like to you. And just getting to know yourself. How do I work best? If you're a night person, imagine it's okay. It's actually okay, because you might read these books and think I have to wake up at 5, but you're actually not productive in the morning. It's okay for you to work at night. It's actually okay. Or someone was telling me someday that they really work well, like when they're seated in their bed, when they're comfy. And I asked, are you lying to yourself, or are you being honest? Because sometimes you can also say, like, you're giving excuses. Like, for me, I know I'm a morning person. I know it. I know it. I do my best work in the morning. So if I tell myself I'll work at night, I know I'm lying to myself. So don't lie to yourself. So she was saying she works best in bed, but she's really been forcing herself, like, to get out and, like, work on a desk. And I was just like, why? It's working for you. As long as you're not giving yourself this, it's not an excuse for you to just sit in bed and maybe you'll end up taking a nap or this, then it's okay. So there's no one way to success, guys. I think the magic lies in getting to know yourself. What success means to you, what happiness means to you, how you work best, yeah. I think I'm gonna end the video here, because at this point it could be over 30 minutes long, but I've just enjoyed coming back and I've actually relaxed. I don't feel as weird as I did in the beginning. So hit that subscribe button in case you're not already subscribed, and please let me know one thing that give me your life update. Just one thing. Tell me what new thing has been going on in your life. I'd really love to know, so just let me know in the comments down below. I think I'm gonna be posting every Wednesday at 8:30. So I'm not committing to doing 3 videos a week, sijui what. I'm just gonna experiment with different types of content. So sometimes you'll get a vlog, sometimes you'll get I don't know, a chatty video, sometimes I'll be talking about business, what I've learned. the mistakes I've made. Sometimes I'll be talking about, like, sometimes maybe I'll do a room tour. So I'll just be talking about different things just to try and experiment and see what I like. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I have missed you and I'm so happy to be back. I'll see you next week on Wednesday at 8:30. Bye.